You'd think giving a parrot a bath would be simple, right? But getting it wrong can be a real headache. Today, we're going to break down exactly how to do it the right way and, just as importantly, what you absolutely have to avoid. Let's dive in. I mean, your parrot is this incredible little creature, perfectly designed for its environment. So why is it that something as basic as a bath can feel so complicated in our homes? And if you've ever had a bird act like a spray bottle is its mortal enemy, well, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't worry, we're going to sort all that out. So before we even think about picking up a spray bottle, we really need to understand what's going on with our bird's feathers and their skin. See, to bathe a parrot correctly, you kind of have to learn to think like a parrot. First up, let's talk about something really cool called powder down. Think of it like a bird's built-in dry shampoo system. It's amazing. For species from drier places like cockatoos or African greys, this is their #1 way of staying clean. This fine powder grabs onto dirt, and then, as the bird just moves around and preens, it all just falls away. It's a pretty brilliant natural solution, isn't it? You know, a good bath isn't just about getting clean. It's really about encouraging this other vital behavior, preening. This is not just them being fussy, it's essential maintenance. When your parrot is preening, it's meticulously zipping up every little part of each feather, spreading those conditioning oils, and making sure it's perfectly aerodynamic. So, you might be wondering, where does this natural conditioner even come from? Well, it's produced by something called the preen gland right at the base of the tail. This oil is what keeps feathers from getting brittle and helps them stay healthy. For the longest time, people thought it was just for waterproofing, but we know now it's way more about preserving the feather's structure. Have you ever noticed how your baby parrot seems to be a total dirt magnet way more than an adult bird? Well, it all comes down to the feathers. Baby feathers are kind of rushed into production, grown in about 90 days. So they're just lower quality, they soak up water more easily, and they don't have that full powder down protection yet. This is exactly why younger birds often need a little more help from us to stay clean. Okay, enough of the science stuff. Let's get to the good part, the how-to. The single most important thing to remember here is that every single parrot is an individual. What one bird loves, another one might absolutely hate. So our goal is to find the method that works for your bird. The misting method. This is the classic, right? But there's definitely a right way and a wrong way to do it. You want to simulate a nice, gentle rain, not blast them with a fire hose. So start by spraying above them, letting that fine mist just fall down. If they fluff up their feathers, spread their wings, and do a little shimmy, you've nailed it. They're having a great time. All right, this next one taps right into a parrot's natural instinct to splash around in puddles. A shallow bowl or just an inch or two of water in the sink can be perfect. And here's a great little trick for a bird that's a bit hesitant. Toss in some wet leafy greens like kale. Suddenly, bath time becomes a fun game. The most important part, though, is to let them take the lead. Now, for a lot of parrots, especially the really social ones, this is the absolute best. We're talking about shower time. You can get a special shower perch that suctions to the wall and lets them join you. The key is to not put them directly under the spray. Just let them hang out in the warm steam and enjoy the gentle splashes coming off of you. It's a fantastic way to bond. Okay, get ready for this one, because it's gonna sound a little weird, but it works for a surprising number of birds. Try turning on the vacuum cleaner. Yeah, seriously. That steady, rushing sound can actually mimic a big rainstorm in the rainforest, and it can trigger their natural instinct to want to bathe. I know it sounds crazy, but you gotta give it a try. So, what happens when your bird is just flat out terrified of water? This is such a huge challenge for so many people. The second that spray bottle comes out, the bird just panics. Okay, let's break down how we can turn that fear into something fun. The key here is that this is not a race. The goal is to build trust, and this timeline gives you a step-by-step guide. And just notice how incredibly slow this process is. I mean, for the whole first week, you might not even spray a single drop of water. You're simply teaching the bird that the bottle's presence means something good, like a treat, is coming. Patience is absolutely everything. And this all comes down to the #1 rule of any good animal training: positive reinforcement. That spray bottle must only ever signal that something good is about to happen. And I really can't stress this enough. Never, ever, ever use a spray bottle as punishment. It will completely destroy any trust you're trying to build and create a fear that's incredibly hard to undo.
All right, we've talked about the fun stuff, the methods, the training, but now we need to get serious for a minute and talk about safety. And this part is absolutely non-negotiable. Getting this wrong can be really dangerous, even deadly for your bird.
Seriously, I want you to really let this sink in. The dangers we're about to cover are very real, and they can be found in almost every single home. Just knowing what they are is the most important first step to keeping your birds safe.
Okay, think of this as your non-negotiable safety checklist. No soaps or shampoos, all right? They strip those important natural oils right off the feathers. Just plain, clean, lukewarm water is all you will ever need. And always, always bathe them during the day so they have tons of time to dry off completely before they go to sleep. Okay, this next one is so important because it's an invisible killer that every single bird owner needs to know about. It's called PTFE poisoning, and it happens when nonstick coatings overheat. And here is the crucial bit. It is not just in your nonstick pans. It's often found on the heating coils of hair dryers. A bird's respiratory system is so incredibly sensitive that these fumes can be fatal in minutes. Never ever use a hairdryer on or even near your bird.
All right, so the bath was a success. Your parrot is clean, happy, and, well, soaking wet. Your first instinct is probably to want to help them get dry, but in this case, the best help you can offer is no help at all. Let's talk about the art of the dry-off.
Now, this is something that freaks a lot of new parrot owners out. You see your bird shivering and you immediately think, oh no, they're freezing. But what you're actually seeing is a healthy and really powerful process. Those quick muscle contractions are generating a ton of body heat, literally drying them from the inside out. It's their natural system doing its job perfectly. So what's the best thing you can do? Honestly, step back. Just put them in a warm place with no drafts and let them do their thing. They'll shiver, they'll shake, and they'll preen every single feather right back into perfect position. Trying to rub them with a towel can actually damage the delicate structure of their feathers. And this brings us to what might be the single best rule of thumb for this whole process. A correct bath is one after which the parrot can still fly. Think about it. If you've soaked your birds so much that their feathers are waterlogged and they can't get off the ground, you've gone way too far. In the wild, a bird that can't fly is vulnerable, and that instinct is still very strong. Phew! We've gone over a ton of info, so let's just quickly boil it all down to the key takeaways. First, watch your bird and learn what they like. Be patient, so patient, especially if they're scared. Safety always comes first. And finally, remember that this isn't a chore. It's a chance to enrich your bird's life and make your bond even stronger.
So, as we finish up here, I want to leave you with a final thought. The next time you offer your parrot a bath, just watch them. Really watch. Are their wings spread wide open in total joy, or are they all tensed up and uncertain? Because bath time isn't just about getting clean. It's a conversation. It's another little window into their world. So what is your parrot telling you?